inside me, and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me, and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me, and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me, and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watch from afar. There is nowhere to go back and nowhere to go. It's all delusional. The town inside me, and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. It was was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame.
I am mad scientist. So cool, son of the bitch. Hi everyone, playing Steins Gate. Crazy early stream time? You're damn straight, Kolnick. Now that I have rehearsals every night and my... Let's see, my play starts in 1 week and 1 day and runs until December 10th. So for 3 weeks. Schedule is going to be interesting. I'm going to fit in streams whenever I can. Plus, with Pokemon coming out, you know, I owe it to everyone to make sure that I do streams at least once a week so we can play some Pokemon. Also, I got these bad boys. I got the sips and sneeze. So they're going to be in the background now. Maybe I'll move them closer at some point, but whatever. Playing Steins Gate. I have 100%ed the original version of this visual novel, so it's a walk in the park for me that I took years ago and forget a lot of. So we're gonna start a new game. Also, this game has voice acting, so let me know if it's too low. Angie Monkey. Hell yeah. It's alright, I have Sneeze to protect me. Now, the butterfly effect is a fun move. Oh? Is there something crazy happening, Mr. Narrator Man? Nope. Shit, I bonked. Just pretend that didn't happen. Has he become the destroyer of worlds? I don't know, his power level's pretty high. So, fun fact about this game, it's actually... So, Steins Gate was a visual novel first. It was wildly popular, everyone liked Steins Gate, so they made an anime about it. And the anime was really well received. So then what they did was they took the anime scenes and threw them into the visual novel to make this game, Steins Gate Elite. So this is a version that I haven't played yet. But I'm pretty sure it's basically the exact same thing I played on my PlayStation Vita. There is no sound from the phone against my right ear. Only silence. I am baking in the summer sun. A bead of sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips on the concrete. Yeah, they Frankenstein Steins Gate. It's really cool. I like it. I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Elpsi Kongru to you too, Peps. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. This whole area could be bugged.
いや、こちらの話だ。問題ない。これより会場に潜入する。ああ、ドクター中鉢は抜け駆けをした。たっぷりとその考えについて聞かせてもらうつもりさ。
Gotta squeeze some information out of the good doctor.
何？機関が動き出しているだと。そうか。それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。エル・プサイ・コングル。
Elpsi Kongru. This is 2010. This Dr. Nakabachi guy seems really cool, right? I bet they'll have a lot to tell us once we kidnap them. Steins Gate. Some know it as fate, stay night. To others, it is the will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I actually went to this building. This is the Radio Kaken building. It's a really cool, like, retro style building. You know the basics of Steins Gate, but know basically nothing about it outside of that? Okay, that's cool. This is actually, I should probably mention it. This is the game that my patrons voted for to replace Naruto. I gave them the option of Sakura Wars, Steins Gate, and Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And it was unanimously Steins Gate. You'll keep any spoilery things to amend them? Good on ya. If you... Perhaps I've personally 100%ed this game, so if you want to make any, like, really sly references, like, as long as you word them carefully, I might be able to get them. The inverse of the Naruto situation? Yeah, it's kind of fun. Though the last time that I played this was a bit closer to the game's date of 2010. Anyways, we should begin the infiltration of the Radio Kakan building. I advanced towards Radikan, which is just across the street from the train station. I paused. Oh, you'll see the you might be able to see the bananas in this stream. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. At long last, I make it to the 8th floor. Honestly, I didn't think it would be so brutal.
さっき携帯で誰と話してたの？
This girl, Shina Mayuri, immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way up here, and she isn't even short of breath.
聞くな。それがマユリのためでもある。
あ、そうなんだ。オカリ、ありがとう。
You're welcome, Mayuri. We're not gonna kill you. Not today. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me. So she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. Once inside, we're greeted by a sign reading, Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference. Do I know how much this takes from the anime and the original visual novel respectively? You watched the anime more times than you can count, but you've only played the opening sections of the original. So, if I remember correctly, it's the full visual novel. So every route is represented here. and it takes all the animation from the anime. And kinda, they made new scenes to kind of make up for the stuff that wasn't in the anime. I don't know, it all depends on how I'm feeling. I don't know if we'll be able to 100% this through all world lines. At some point, maybe after we get the first ending, I'll make a poll asking if we just want to go for the true ending. But we'll see what happens. Because, actually, Pepper Shaker, it's interesting, because you've seen the anime. I've only seen clips of the anime, but I've played the full visual novel. So, it's a weird gap in my knowledge where, like, what's in the anime and what's not. Didn't know there were multiple endings? Oh yeah, there's routes depending on what you do, and, like, how your relationship builds with different people. Or, like, I'll stop talking and let the game explain itself. Mayuri insists on calling me Okari, but it's neither my real name nor my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use.
Mayuriよ、いつも言っているだろう。俺のことをオカリンと呼ぶな。
Damn straight I'm fine, Kolnick. Thanks for the compliment.
でも昔からそう呼んでたよ。
Has slightly different personality in the anime. Visual novel, she seemed more serious, while in the anime, she's slightly less and more sly and sarcastic. Interesting. That's cool. I don't know. I like Serious Assistant, but, like, having... Yeah. I wonder if they'll change it for her personality in the anime. Let's see what happens.
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法院京馬。
法院京馬。
組織から狙われる狂気の
Oh
魔
jeez.
女。
Sorry.
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法院京馬。世界中の秘密組織から狙わ
I
れる
pressed a button that I
狂
shouldn't
気の
have.
マッドサイエンティストだ。
I interrupted him introducing himself. His name is Hoin Kyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by secret organizations.
サイエンティスト。
だって難しくて覚えられないし。
In any case, Hoin Kyoma is my true name.
それに岡部倫太郎と一文字も合ってないよ。おかしいね。
Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. Oh, he made the stream? Oof. And so, I also hate the derivative, Okari.
でね、オカリン、教えてほしいんだけど。
In one ear and out the other.
これからここで何が始まるの？
お前はそれも知らずここまで俺についてきたというのか。これからここで始まるのはドクター中鉢の記者会見だ。
That's right. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radikan. It is here that the conference will be held.
記者会見？でも記者さんなんて見当たらない気がするよ。
Mayuri's right. Considering Nakabachi's notoriety and the topic at hand, I was expecting a larger audience.
あるいは機関による何らかの妨害を受けたのかもしれない。
Our position might be compromised this early on. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss this chance. Her dynamic with the mad scientist himself, Ho and Kyoma, was your favorite part of the show? There's a lot of scenes that are just them basically burning each other with what? Yeah. I've seen the clips.
勘弁だがな。
I'd prefer not to get wrapped up in this mess. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say.
巻き巻きトカゲ？それを言うなら襟巻きトカゲだね。
マユリ、気をつけろ。おそらくこの記者会見、何らかの事件が起き。
Oh, thank you very much, Peps. I'm trying to flex the skills that I'm learning at school. I didn't even finish my sentence. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above us. But we're on the top floor. All that's above is the roof.
地震かな？震度 2？ マグニチュード 2？ 震度とマグニチュードってどっちなんだっ
Mayuri
け？
has a cute hat. Goes really well with her outfit. No time to deal with Mayuri's confusion. Something's not right about this. Feeling uneasy, I bolt out of the conference hall. I run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs in my way. A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall. And it looks kind of like a satellite. Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. Even if that were the case, how the hell would he get it up here? You wonder what it would be like going from the visual novel to the anime? Really didn't like Danganronpa when you first saw the anime and only connected to it when you got to the visual novel? That's fair. Maybe playing through this again will get me to watch the anime, because it's not too long. And it's got one of the best theme songs, too. Hacking to the Gate is a slap. Like, it absolutely slaps. This is the rooftop of an 8-story building, for crying out loud.
近寄らないでください。記者会見は予定通り始めますので、もうしばらくお待ちください。
Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. Very interesting construction worker there.
陰謀の匂いだ。
Reminds me of the gas station attendant from Persona 4. I didn't realize in the heat of the moment, but the lock on the rooftop door was broken. Is this the result of a mere prank, or could it be the organization at work? Though the stench of conspiracy burns at my nostrils, I resignedly return to the 8th floor. God, this happened 12 years ago. Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the... Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. Several capsule toy machines are lined up near the 7th floor entrance. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look.
マユリ、何をしている？
あのね、ウーパが欲しいなって。
Mayuri points to a capsule machine reading Rynet Access Battlers, UPA Collection. They're adorable, by the way. I really wanted one when I played this game, but I couldn't get one without paying stupid shipping. Nowadays, it's hard to find anyone unfamiliar with Rynet Kakeru. Rynet Kakeru is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rynet Access Battlers. They even hold international tournaments. They are absolutely adorable. Upa is the series' mascot character. It resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out, like some kind of deformed dog.
やればいい。
でもね、マユシーは今100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
Be hard to get one of those adorable toys past customs. Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. According to her, it's supposed to have a star at the end. Mayushi, star.
だから、おかりんおかりん、100円貸して。
甘ったれるな、マユリ。金若さん、俺がお前に人生の厳しさを教えてやる。
I pull out a 100 yen coin and drop it into the machine's coin slot. They never mentioned the star in the anime? Really? Interesting. I open the capsule and take out the contents.
ウーパだよ。しかもメタルウーパ。
それはレアなのか？
Narration's kept to a minimum? That's fair. I mean, anime is mostly dialogue, so...
すごく。
Mayuri's eyes are sparkling. They didn't sparkle like that when I played the game, but now, because of the animation, I can see that they're trembling. Does she really want it that badly?
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
Honestly, I don't want it. Hey, Crystal!
本当？いいの？おかりん。
ほーいん今日まだ。
ありがとう、おかりん。
Is she doing it on purpose?
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まり
It
い
was
ただき
Takahata's last
誠に
project
あ
before
りがとう
forming
ござい
Ghibli.
ます。
Give me one sec. I'm gonna look something up. I wonder if the anime was the cartoon that I watched growing up. No, it definitely wasn't. The one that I watched growing up was an American cartoon. The art style difference is incredibly evident. Still though, Anne of Green Gables is a Canadian classic. Made people realize that Prince Edward Island exists.
どうやら始まるようだな。行くぞ、マユリ。
待って待って。名前書かなくちゃ。
She is preoccupied with the metal upa, so I go on ahead.
それでは早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中鉢さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
ドクター中鉢だ。どうぞよろしく。それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明、タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
Let's learn about time travel. There are about 20 people now, including us. But still no media presence to speak of. You don't even notice unless you look back at the first episode. That's rad. So this is the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame. No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. Time passes. And good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment, then anger.
ドクター バカにするにも程があるぞ。
なんだね君は。
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論
So
は
what
一
is
体
this
な
game?
んだ。
This is Steins Gate Elite. It's a visual novel that's it's kind of like romance mixed with time travel and sci-fi. It's really like dense with cool shit. But what's neat about it was a visual novel first. Then the visual novel was really popular, so they made an anime about it. And then they took the anime and then put it on top of the visual novel to make this game. So it's essentially the visual novel with animation. And yeah, at certain points we'll make decisions to progress the story, and we'll drift towards different endings. I think what we'll do is because I've played the visual novel before, I 100%ed it. So what we'll do is for the first run through, I'll allow chat to make the decisions, just to see where that lands us.
ジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。
An anime totem
あなた
pole,
は
damn
それでも
straight.
発明家か。
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。
Chatsgate, damn straight. It's part of a series. So, before Steins Gate, there was Chaos Child and Chaos Head that take place in the same universe. Then there was Steins Gate and the Steins Gate spin-offs. And then after Steins Gate is Robotics Notes. And Robotics Notes also had a Steins Gate thing happen, where it was a visual novel, then it was an anime, then they made Robotics Notes Dash, which is this, but with Robotics Notes. I actually have them on my Throne Gifts, so if we like Steins Gate enough, maybe we'll play Robotics Notes. Need to know who my favorite is? Dare you say best girl?
出ていくのはあな
That's a
ただ
hard
ドクター。
question.
恥を知
But
れ。
you're right, we have to wait for
あなたには
everyone to be
発明家を名乗る
introduced.
資格はないぞ。
うるさい黙れ。生意気な若造め。
Just then, someone taps me on the shoulder from behind. And suddenly grabs my arm. Is it a staffer? Nay. An agent from the organization?
あんませ。
It's a girl about my age. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen it before?
お、
It's Makise Kurisu. We haven't met, but I know her face. Science-y magazine. Cutting edge of brain science. Making the memory data is possible. Ah, jeez. Analysis of nerve pulse signal stored in memory for temporal lobe. Hippocampus CA3, top-down memory retrieval signal. VR technology. That's what she's working on. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine with an article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akihabara. It's a cold girl. My man! This article was about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. What business could this genius girl have with me?
ちょっと来てくれませんか？
I don't believe that Makise Kurisu is a staff member at this venue. She's gonna make Sword Art Online, damn straight. In 2010. Which means no.
貴様、機関の人間か。
は？ふざけてないで、ちょっと来てください。
I decided to shut up and follow suit. My outburst has already attracted too much attention.
え？
I let Makise Kurisu lead me out of the assembly hall.
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば貴 貴様もいろいろまずいだろう。
Oh, give me one sec. Whew. Okay. I had a little bit of a scare earlier today that has just been resolved, so I feel a lot better. Carson has more energy now. He definitely seems real paranoid, but you have a slight feeling he's right.
何かって何ですか？人聞きの悪い。
I'm less stressed right now, but also Thursday night I have to go and grab my copy of Pokemon in the dark, which is gonna be fun. I don't think I'm gonna skateboard there if it's dark. And then on the 22nd, my run of my plays starts. So that's gonna be the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th is the first week's run, I believe. And the first week is sold out. Then I believe the second week starts from Wednesday to Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 13. No, we should have more shows than that. Give me one sec. I know that we have 18, sorry, not 18, 16 shows. So, give me one sec to take a look at the event. Oh, we're also on the Wednesday, sorry, on the Sundays. So it's Tuesday through Saturday at 8 p.m., so I'll have to do day streams for those. Shit. That's gonna affect Ace Attorney. So we might have to move Ace Attorney to Sundays, because Sunday my show's at 2 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so... Sorry, I'm dealing with the schedule while we're, confronting the organization. Sorry.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は分かっている。
だから機関って？
Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスだ。あの女には気をつけろ。いや、問題ない。ここはなんとか切り抜け。
What skill? I didn't have time to react.
何をする？
あれ？この携帯電源切れてる。誰と話していたんですか？
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特別製の携帯なのだ。うわっ
Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. This statement was a mere gambit to get my phone back from Kurisu, but it somehow worked. Whew, that was close.
そう、独り言だったのね。
This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn. Looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Just when I think I've found my moment, Kurisu's gaze meets mine, locking me in place. Her powerful gaze blazes with the strength of will. Such fire. I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
Earlier.
さっきとはいつのことだ？
ほんの15分くらい前。 会見が始まる前に。
Nonsense. This is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri and Upa 15 minutes
何
ago.
か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をして。
Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded?
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。どうして？私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
This scene absolutely shocked you on your first rewatch? I bet it did. She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious.
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
俺は全てお見通しなのだ。
I am a mad scientist after all.
天才少女、次会うときは敵同士だな。
は？
さらばだ。うわ
I want her cardigan. Kurisu's cardigan looks really, really comfy. How much is one? Give me one sec. I kind of want one, but I don't know if I want to spend big money on it. I also don't know if I want, you know, an AliExpress version. No, that's not it at all. Ah well, I'll find it later. It looks really comfy. Someone who takes pride in being mad is kind of insane. Or they're the most sane, because they know that they're insane. I ran down the stairs and hid in the opposite stairway. I hear Makise Kurisu's voice echoing after me, calling for me to stop. Like I'd listened to the enemy.
期間目。あれ
God,
ほど
my
エージェ
phone's
ントを
blowing
送り
up.
込んでくるとは、ついに本気になったようだな。だが、俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ。
My mission was to attend that conference and evaluate. My mission was to attend that conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. But wait. Aren't I forgetting something important? I was trying to prioritize that girl's safety, but I got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that in mind, I take out my phone. I turn it on. And it rings just as I do.
メールか？
It's not just a regular email. There's a video attached. And it's from an unknown address. I opened the video file with some trepidation. It was Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Makise Kurisu style attack? Maybe that noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No. Wait. I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. Someone let him down? I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book.
なぜ出ない？
At this point, I have no choice but to search for her. Kill to do, hear J. Mickelton do the Better Call Saul chicanery rant in Okabe's voice. Oh man. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurisu again. Still, leaving without Mayuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me. And there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. And by somewhere, and by somewhere, really do mean it. What? Okay, sorry, that was just a weird sentence. And by somewhere, really do mean anywhere. Mayuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Hoin Kyoba! With a sigh, I close my phone and begin my search. Suddenly, I hear footsteps coming up the staircase.
あ、おかえり。メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
いなくなった。勝手に動き出したのか。それは実にファンタジーだな。
It's all good, folks. Mayuri's okay.
落としたみたい。
I see. So she was looking for it. It's all good, folks. Jeez. To think I was actually worried about her.
見つからないなら諦めろ。また当てればいい。
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパはネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。
Translator's note. 10,000 yen is about $100 bucks. Oh, sorry.
No. に
Toy was worth that much?
マユリを一体どこで落としたのだ。
わかんないから探してるんだよ。あと見つけても売らないからね。
It's a pretty good chunk of change, and this is 2010 money. Let's find out what the conversion was. So 2010 yen to 2022. Okay, so not that much. 100 yen in 2010 was 108.51 in 2022. So inflation actually hasn't been horrible on the yen. It just 100 2010, like $1 in 2010 for Japan would be like $1.08. So that, in today's money, would be 10,850 yen, which, since most of you folks live in the US, is about $77.25 US.
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
だから売らないってば。
Wonder how much for us Canadians? I think the yen's actually kind of on par with the Canadian dollar right now. Oh, actually, the Canadian dollar is stronger than the yen right now. So it would be 102.91. Yeah, so actually, legitimately, 100 yen is 95 Canadian cents. So, essentially, every time you buy something from Japan, it's 5 cents off for each dollar. So now's a good time to buy Japanese stuff. Because depending on how much you buy, it might actually cover the cost of shipping.
トゥットゥルー、ウーパさん、ウーパさん、出ておいで。
Now's a good time to get a Shinobu flute. Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Upa is nowhere to be found. This might mean that she didn't drop it at the 7th floor near the capsule machines, but somewhere on her way to the 8th floor. There's also the possibility that it was pilfered by someone who knows just how much a metal Upa is worth.
おのれ、金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ、恥を知れ。
I was the fucking mad scientist from upstairs, the one that stole Jean Titer's theory.
おかりんもね。
The Fiend! Whoa! Wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. What was that?
悲鳴かな。
I think so. First the incident on the roof, and now this? What's going on here?
マユリ、ここにいろ。
I follow the scream up the stairs and down a dark, empty hallway. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. And there, through a conspicuously open door, I see it. There's something on the ground. Motionless. I recognized her clothing. What was it? It can't be. Makise Kurisu. The impertinent genius girl that I just fought with 30 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. Hey Bandicoot, you arrived just in time for this. I want to run. Run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. There's no other explanation. Someone killed Makise Kurisu. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. Oh, hey Bandicoot, thank you so much for the sub! Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna kill the mood by doing a piano dude. And by kill the mood, I mean make myself less tense. Putting a plug in is so hard with just one hand. There we go. Ah. What song has Steins Gate chosen for me to play? How about... Let's see if I can do this one. God! There we go, that's proof that I have the piano on me. There we go. How about... faces and our fingers. No, it should go like, after all we've done to our faces and our fingers, you can run, but you can't hide from this. Some would gasp, some would cry, as we wheeled us in by gurney, and we laughed about the time we fell. Thanks, Bandicoot. Whew. Now time to go back to being scared. I need to get out of here, now! I rushed down to the 7th floor to grab my Yuri.
オカリどうしたの？
出るぞ。
I raced down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind, more than the sight of the body itself. Is this what it's like? When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror, a surge of nausea. But that was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her all that well. Also, the song that I played was The Five of Us Are Dying by My Chemical Romance.
ねえねえ、何があったの？顔色すごく悪いけど。
Oh, you wouldn't believe if I told you, Mayuri. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet. That was a burn.
死んでた。
I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood still stains my brain. I've calmed down a bit. Have I seen the Game Awards nominees? No, let's do a quick check. There are only a few categories I really care about, but and also I've come to realize that the Game Awards really don't mean anything. They're kind of a I don't know. I don't think that they're an accurate representation of quality, but they're basically the video game Oscars, so, you know. Nominees. Alright, Game of the Year. Here, give me one sec. I'll throw this up on the screen. Like when they were a bit more silly. I agree. I mean, again, they're trying to be the video game Oscars, so. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Game of the Year. Plague Tale, Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War, Ragnarok. Weird that they have God of War Ragnarok considering it just came out. Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm actually really surprised to see that there myself. I own the game, I just haven't played it yet, so. Next category. Best Direction. Interesting choice. Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, Stray. Feels like whoever doesn't win Game of the Year might win Game Direction. Narrative, Plague Tale, Elden... God. Hey. Is Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, and Plague Tale gonna be in all the categories? Hey, look at that. Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon. Scorn and Stray. For art direction, score and music. Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War. At least Xenoblade's there, and Metal Hellsinger. Wow. Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Modern Warfare 2, and Gran Turismo 7 for audio design. Horizon Forbidden West, Plague Tale Requiem, God of War, twice. This is why I don't think that the Game Awards actually mean anything. There we go, Games for Impact, finally something with variety. A Memoir Blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. I've heard that this one's actually really cool. Best Ongoing. Ooh. Apex, Destiny, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Genshin. Not surprised by any of them. Best Indie, Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, Tunic. Haven't heard of Neon White. That looks like it might be interesting. Mobile game. Apex, Diablo. Weird that Diablo's on here. Genshin, Marvel Snap, Tower of... God. Again, some of these are weird that they're on here, like Diablo Immortal and Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap is a recent game, I believe, and Diablo Immortal was so horribly received that shouldn't be on that list at all. Neon White would probably be up your alley. I'll check it out. It looks visually really cool. Best community support, Final Fantasy XIV should win that. Just saying. Final Fantasy XIV has a fantastic community. I've never been so welcomed by a video game than when I played that. Accessibility, interesting. As Duck Falls, God of War, Return to Monkey Island, Last of Us, The Quarry. Best VR. Ooh. After the Fall, Among Us, Bone Lab, Moss, Red Matter 2. I don't think I played any of these VR titles. Best Action. Bayo, Call of Duty, Neon White, Sifu. Shredder's Revenge was fun. It was like an 80s and 90s style beat 'em up, so I really enjoyed myself. I don't know if it's like winning an award good. It might be. I played it once, so I don't think I have enough of an opinion. Bayo was great. Yeah, I didn't have the money to pick up Bayo yet, but I would assume that Bayo is a top-notch action game. Best Action Adventure, Plague Tale, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West. Hey, the usual suspects. Stray and Tunic. Best RPG, Elden Ring, there it is. Live Alive, Pokemon Legends, Triangle Strategy, Xenoblade, ooh. This is one where I kind of hope that Live Alive wins. Fighting game. Why is JoJo on here? I love JoJo a lot, but All-Star Battle wasn't a great fighting game in terms of, like, balance. It doesn't even have rollback. Isn't Live Alive like 20 years ago? Yeah, but they, number one, I don't believe that they localized it until now, and they made I think it was a remake. So, I think technically for a Western game show it counts. But yeah, in terms of fighting game, weird that Sifu is on here. I don't think it's a competitive fighter. Multiverses has been gaining some traction, so I can kind of see it on here. King of Fighters 15. I don't follow King of Fighters, but genuinely they've been pretty good. All-Star Battle R. Again, love JoJo. It's got really cool stuff in it. Competitively, it is not a good fighting game. I don't think that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is something that you would play in a tournament and expect any kind of, like, fair competition. It's got some busted shit. And DNF Duel is by Arxis in the style of Guilty Gear, so it's probably really good. Vote for JoJo because it's something you've seen? That's fair. Family game. Kirby, Lego Star Wars, Mario and Rabbids, Switch Sports, Splatoon 3. It's the Nintendo category, with the exception of Lego Star Wars. That's just always been the family game category. Sim, interesting. Dune, Mario and Rabbids, Total War Warhammer, 2 Point Campus, Victoria 3. I don't think I played any of these. Sports and racing. I don't play sports games. Ollie Ollie World. There we go. I like the art direction in that. Multiplayer. Call of Duty, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon, Ninja Turtles. Content creator. Carl Jacobs, Ludwig, Nibelian, Nobrew. I have no idea who any of these people are. I know that's Mob from Mob Psycho 100. Go Mob. Debut Indie, Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, Vampire Survivors. Adaptation, interesting. So Arcane, Cyberpunk, Cuphead Show, Sonic 2, Uncharted. Cyberpunk kinda, I think Cyberpunk or Arcane's gonna do it. Surprised I don't know Ludwig? Honestly, I don't know a lot of streamers. I kind of just have my circle, and I just do this because I enjoy hanging out with everyone. Arcane would win? That's fair. I love Studio Trigger. Whoops, I probably shouldn't minimize that. Most anticipated, interesting. Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy definitely shouldn't be here. Resident Evil 4, Starfield, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I think Zelda's gonna take this one, for sure. I'm interested in Final Fantasy 16. Best esports game. Oh, I don't play esports. CSGO is one that I know. I know Dota 2, I know League, I know Rocket League, I know Valorant. I know all of these. I've played League and Counter-Strike. And I played Rocket League once, but I couldn't get into it. Was a top streamer last year and he moved to YouTube, streamed for like 2 months straight in a subathon. Yo. Wish you could play Final Fantasy 16, but no PS? That's fair. Best esports athlete. Is Justin Wong or Dago on here? Then I don't know. Jong Chovi Jihoon, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Lee Faker, Sung, God, I can't pronounce that. Hyuk? Finn Kerrigan Anderson, Alexander Simple, sorry, S1 Pole, Kostalev, Jacob Ye, Whittaker. I don't know esports. Oh, best team. Dark Zero, FaZe. I know FaZe Clan, but like, I've not heard good things about FaZe Clan. Genji, LA Thieves, Loud. All I remember is that one of the FaZe Clan guys was in a crypto scam. Or like he ran it. I'm gonna skip the esports stuff because I don't know enough about it. There we go. That's the end. Yeah, I don't know. The Game Awards kind of mean nothing to me right now. It's a fun event. There's probably going to be cool trailers for stuff, but at the end of the day, like, I think they take themselves too seriously, and they're not the industry event that they think they are. It's basically for video games media to shake their own hands and be like, hey, this is what we think the top games are this year because they were popular, I guess, and people anticipated them. That's why the same 3 to 4 games are usually on there for most categories. No More Heroes 3 had an awesome trailer at Video Game Awards, but never actually played the game. I've heard No More Heroes 3 was fantastic. I loved No More Heroes 1 and 2, but I haven't played the third one yet. God. Margaret Moonlight's theme from No More Heroes 2, I believe, was an absolute banger. I still remember it to this day. It goes like, Reaper, Reaper, that's what people call me. Why? 'Cause they all die. When I sing, I end their lives. You act as though... God. As though payback makes you a... something, man, is that a fact? Well, you're a goddamn Philistine. It was fantastic. Is he gonna play music for the orchestra with the game of the year? Hell yeah. Well, that's the thing. It changes when, like, a game that you're invested in is on the list, right? Anyways, I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kurisu is dead. And I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive. This area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowds milling through Akihabara have no idea what's happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. The never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. Really sucked you into that game? Reach 100 hours? Hell yeah. Again, I haven't finished the second one, I haven't started the first one, and I own the third one and haven't opened it yet. Well, I opened it and put the cartridge in my Switch, but that's basically how far I got. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now since he knows about Makise Kurisu. Who could stay calm after witnessing something like that? I have no idea who did it. Also, that says yeah, bye. I don't even know for sure that it was a stabbing. I just made the assumption based on a pool of blood on the floor and the fact that I didn't hear any gunshots. On the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I feel like writing it down would set it in stone. I finished typing and placed my thumb over the send button. And then, with the lightest touch, I pressed down. Sending. What was that? Wait, look around.
消えた。
Summer break. 12:54 p.m. Akihabara. Chuodori, a 3-minute walk away from the station. I've been on Chuodori. Right there. In an instant. Hundreds of pedestrians disappeared into thin air without a trace. What happened? It was the organization. Is this a dream? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. I stood there alone in the completely empty Akihabara, speechless and petrified. I look around, but no one is there, not even Mayuri. I start to run through the uncannily empty streets of Akihabara. Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy? I don't see anyone. Not so much as a sign of life. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. My mind racing, I feel a strange presence above me, then look up. And there, at the top of Radikan, sticking out from the 8th floor where I had just been, is a crashed satellite. And here's the opening movie. What do you think of that setup, everyone? Here's the anime opening. I'm surprised this is in English. This is a really pretty opening movie, though. There are some characters that you'll meet later. There she is. The best part is with the delay, I don't know who you're referring to, Pep, so it could be anyone. God, this is a bop. The best girl, of course. I wonder if we'll agree. Our part-time warrior. Interesting. Oh, that's right. I should probably save at certain points.
おい、そこの貴様。
Give me one sec. Okay. Can I pull up my phone? Yeah, I can. Okay, so actually this game actually has a codex that you can look at. So like, an alpaca is a mammal related to the camel. ATF is Akihabara Technoforum. So like, if there's any terminology that you want me to go over, it'll be on here. Thanks for the subscription renewal song. Yeah, no, that's fair, Bandicoot. Real life happens. I completely get you. Chunibyo is a good anime. I've heard good things. Ghost in the Ball. Oh, Japanese honorifics are interesting. So like, San is the most common one. You use it with everyone. Kun is like when you're friends and they're boys. Chan is when you're friends and you're other girls. Oh, and for small children, yeah, that works. Tan is like it's more diminutive than Chan. It's like Junpei in Persona 3 uses it for Yukari. He calls her Yukatan, and it really annoys her. Am I saving this as a VOD? Damn straight I am. And then yeah, she. Anyways. I have to export this one right away just in case it gets caught by Twitch's copyright stuff. Oh, are you talking to me, Okabe?
貴様からだと 俺たちはテレビのモニターの中にいるように見えるだろうな。
Well, welcome to my stream, Okabe Rintaro. Everyone say hi to Okabe.
大きな間違いだ。モニターの中にいるのは貴様なのだよ。貴様が現実だと思っているその世界は、実はすべて虚構。もちろん。
Ah, that's right.
貴様自身もな。
Rintaro was cool enough to watch Space Shark in 2010.
真の現実。
What was I doing in 2010?
それはこちら側にある。
If this is summer break, then I would have just finished high school. Nope, wait, summer break, I would have just finished grade 11 and going into grade 12. How old would I have been? Let's see. I would have probably been 16. I think so. Yeah, I turned 17 in 2010. So.
自分が何を指摘されているのかすら分かっていないか。無理もない。まあいい。
Those eyes.
貴様には分かりやすく。
Watching Space Shark then is kind of iffy. Well, okay, think about it this way. I would have been the same age as Mayuri. So I could have been part of the crew. I could have been friends with these people. Oh, actually, I would have been turning 17 this year, so I would have been the same age as Kurisu.
まず、
I could have
俺
microwaved
た
the
ちがい
banana.
るのはどこかという。
I am Canadian, but the internet
こ
exists.
こは東京。
The internet was actually pretty well established in
未来ガジェ
2010.
ット研究所だ。俺たちは普段ラボと呼んでいる。世界の支配構造を作り変えるという我が野望の拠点だな。
Plus, that was back when I, like, lurked 4chan. And this game deals with the Japanese version, 2chan. May have raised Kurisu's age in the anime? That makes sense. Usually for Western releases, they adjust the ages to be above 18. Alright, so yeah. Okabe is a mad scientist.
そうなんだ。悪いことしちゃダメなんだよ、オカリン。
まあ、入りは少し黙っていろ。
There we go. We're on
駅
auto
から
now.
出たら中央通りを進み、末広町駅の交差点を蔵前橋通りへ左折。次の信号の一歩手前の路地を入ると、大檜山ビルという古臭い雑居ビルがある。
I wonder if we can... If I went back to Japan, I might be able to find the building that they're in.
目印はビル1階にあるブラウン管工房というマニアックなテナントだな。
I was able to find the neighborhood where
今時
LeBlanc Coffee
旧
was
式の
in
ブラウン
Persona
管テレ
5.
ビだけを扱っている。
Because in Persona 5, it's in Yongenjaya, but the
いか
real
に
world
電気街
place is
であ
called
る秋葉原とい
Sangenjaya.
えども
And it's a funny
需要
joke
があ
because
るとは思え
Yon
ない。
means 4 and San means 3.
寂れた店なのだ。
It's a real place in Akihabara, right? Yeah. Well, the building that they went to where the satellite crashed into, the Radio Kaikon
この
building,
ビルのオーナー
is an actual building. Like, I was there.
ゆえに今や急ピッチで都市開発が進み、
So cool, Persona
し
5?
かも
Yeah.
高騰しているこの秋葉原
It's a
であ
bar?
ろ
I
うと
believe it was a bar, yeah.
道楽丸出しの店を構えていられるというわけだ。
Like, where the coffee shop is a
幸い
bar,
にもあの店長
and then I believe the coffee shop itself is actually based on a
こ
different
の俺のカリ
place.
スマ性を見
Like
抜
the
き
inside.
ビル2階を丸々ワンフロアただ同然で貸してくれたのだ。ふわっはっはっはだが未来ガジェット研究所は深刻な人材不足のため優秀な研究員を
Shit.
随時募集
I kind of want to do it
今のところ
when I get a chance to go back to Tokyo again. I kind of want to do some IRL streams
オ
while
カ
I'm
リン
there.
オカリン、そこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。所属研究員じゃなくて。
ラボメンすなわちラボラトリーメンバーは俺を含めて3人である。ラボメンナンバー001 ラボ創設者にして狂気のマッドサイエンティストであるこの俺、法院京馬。
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
It's true.
そしてコスプレが趣味の高一点、ラボメンナンバー002椎名真由里。
In a lab, you need a cosplayer.
てってれー、マユシーです。着るんじゃなくて
There's supposed to be a
着てる
star
のが
there,
趣味だよ。
Mayuri.
最後にスーパーハカーラボメンナンバー003橋田至だ。
スーパーハカーって呼ぶなよ。スーパーハッカーだろ上皇。
そんな我々3人で構成される未来ガジェット研究所の活動内容はそのもの
This
ズ
is
バリ
important. This is going to be on the
発
test
明であ
layer.
る。詳細は我がラボのホームページを見てくれ。もちろん闇の支配権力と戦うための未来ガジェットが最優先事項だが、その研究から派生する副産物的な発明も多い。
Oh man.
という
Gotta be ready for the war against
今
the
の
Dark
ところは
Dominion.
そっちばかりだ。すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させた。だがこれはまだ序章でしかない。未来ガジェットのアイデアは俺の中に108まであるのだ。
某テニス漫画みたいにですね。わかります。
人の煩悩の数といえ、
Is
この
that a
チャン
tennis
ネルの
reference?
それと俺が話しているのだから口出しをするなと言っているだろう。
そもそもオカリン、さっきからなんで独り言喋ってんの？
Hey, he's talking to the space
独り言では
shark
ない
stream in the future.
見てわからないのか。俺は今モニターの向こうにいるこいつに話しかけているのだ。
He invented the future
今
monitor.
そ
It's
の
like
人にやりって笑っ
it's invention number 9.
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。モニターの中の存在のくせに。
こ
Hi.
っちみんなって言ってやれば？
通じないんじゃないかな。
俺たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな。自覚がないというのは実に不幸なことだ。
その人にしてみたらマユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
そいつには
Mayuri know?
現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
んじゃあダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
All right.
それは
So-
別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
That's a fun thing. 2D girl, a female character in an anime, game, or manga. There's also @channel. It's basically Japanese 4chan. It's actually in real life called 2channel. So because it's @channel, it's just shift and 2. It's cute.
誰の嫁の話はどうでもいい。
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん。
What
も
if
し
you're
仮に
actually
僕た
characters
ち
in
が
the
ゲー
game?
ムの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極
Wouldn't
め
that
る
be
術
fucked
は
up?
あると思う？
But you're not, because you're talking to me right now.
即答かよ。
故にそのような議論は不毛。世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
中
Always
二病
oscillates from being
をつ
extremely likable and extremely unlikable. That's fair. It's kind of like generic nerd from anything, really. Carson's about to take the red pill. A step away from the monitor. Displayed on the screen is the ugly cute character Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. This is actually based on a Sega Dreamcast game called Seaman, where you had a microphone and it was like a fish with a man's face on it. And you spoke to him and he reacted. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my Dreamcast with me, and Seaman is like really expensive. So we're probably not playing Seaman on the stream, but look it up. It's interesting. Seaman looks like Elon. I think that's kind of a discredit to Seaman, perhaps. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of Ugly Cute to be true. I bought it yesterday. 500 yen used. Headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing stare. Go, 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 go.
黙れスーパーハカー。俺は12秒だ。
That's a close-up. That would be something like that talked to. So it's like Hey You Pikachu but more involved. It's more like if Pikachu was a Tamagotchi and you had to care for it. Whereas with Hey You Pikachu, you just go on adventures with your friend Pikachu.
おーい。今日まだ。
We actually played Hey You Pikachu on the stream back in the day. I say back in the day, that was like in 2020, maybe early 2021. It was back when I used to do the Saturday morning retro stream.
そういう設定っしょ。
I'm actually trying to think of the stream as like seasons, right? So each season of Space Shark is ended by Shark Week, right? So season 1 of Space Shark was August 2020 to August of 2021. Season 2 was from then till August of 2022. Then there was an intermission between August and September when I was moving. Or I guess, no, it would have been until July 2022. Then there would be an intermission, and then Season 3 just started when I moved. So, that's how I'm dividing up the time for the stream. And it helps me keep it fresh, because it makes me think about, like, oh man, what do I want to do for the next season of Space Shark?
ダルの人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても治らないな。
The last season finale? Yeah.
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
Offline meets. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itaru, nickname Daru. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D mates. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's mowing. Ah, man! He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows a remarkable aptitude with hardware as well.
あれ、指に刺さった。
This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women. And today, she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Is that needle named Charlie? Unfortunately, I have no idea if the costumes are well made or not, because I don't know what the characters are supposed to look like. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. Still listening to you? Oh god, I love that Axel emote. I'm glad that we have that one. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, flashback.
ナユシーはオカリンの人質だからここにいようと思います。
To me, her offer was my salvation.
でオカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
I think this narration really highlights what utter losers these people would be if the events of the series... Oh, absolutely. The best part about it is that they were like this before the series started.
いや、全然。
The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive, you'd think that the game was bugged.
この不愛想アルパカめが。
Have I played and watched Zero? No, I haven't actually. I've only played the original Steins Gate visual novel, and I haven't actually interacted with the Steins Gate series outside of Robotics Notes after that. They didn't really change much, then kind of crazy. They are. The TV makes a sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. You're in the minority? I did hear that a lot of people didn't like Zero. It's got an interesting premise, but I can't say whether it delivered or not, because I haven't interacted with it. I changed the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn! This crummy TV is on lease from the Braun Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
God damn it, Okabe.
後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ。
I turn off the TV and look out the window. I can't stand the humidity of Japanese summers. Blessed by a slight breeze blowing through my window, I gaze far out into the horizon. I close my eyes. Except Carson doesn't close his eyes because he realized that he has to read this. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. Oh, thanks for the drink, Bandicoot. That's right, this happened. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished. Drivers and all. It all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. Then, wandering through the deserted Akiba, I saw a satellite smashed into the rooftop of Radikan. I just stood there, breathless, until...
どうかした？
Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. She had a Dr. Pepper. Mayuri hadn't disappeared.
今、人が消えたよな。
ふーん。
消えただろ。今目の前で。
This is an interesting premise. Absolutely.
見たよな。
It hasn't even gotten started yet. When this kicks into gear, Steins Gate is crazy. Don't do that, Rintaro. You're gonna make the Dr. Pepper angry.
見てない。見ていない。見ていないのか。だってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ。
This wasn't in the anime either? Interesting.
歩いてたかな。
それに店員まで消えている。こんなことはいくらなんでもありえない。
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Nani the fuck? Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。
You don't think this scene was?
あ、
Okay.
あ、そっか。
Feel like this is gonna give headaches when you really get into it? Damn straight. Papa John's or Domino's? Really depends on preference. Oh god! No! 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 Fuck. Okay, hold up. We skipped a lot.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。
I accidentally pressed the skip button. I'm sorry,
あ、
everyone.
そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥルー。
How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought that she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radikan, where I had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine like some kind of satellite, embedded into the roof of the building. The same building where, just moments before, I'd found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Has anyone called an ambulance? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark room, cold, bloody, and alone. But yeah, Papa John's, Domino's, matter of personal preference. Domino's is weird because they use provolone cheese. But like, Papa John's, I think Papa John's is determined by whether or not you like their sauce. And for me, I'm not big into Papa John's sauce. Domino's is also, like, incredibly cheap. Like, I think I paid $10 for a pizza, for a large pizza once. That being said, we have a local place called Sarpino's that I really like.
そもそもあの人工衛星は一体何だ
Satellite. Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building was shaken by an unknown force. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it sat a large satellite-like machine. That's right. When I saw it, the object was neatly sitting on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. Rintaro's beginning to lose time. Yeah, that skip was what happened in the game. Absolutely. Definitely not my fault. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building. It looked as if it had completely obliterated the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? No follow the shark? Definitely not. It was the game. Real cool game design. Forcing you to go into the log to see what happened during the time skip? Crazy. Genius, really. The real question was, when did that happen?
マユリあの人工衛星だが
びっくりしたね
びっくりしただと何がびっくりしたのだ
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん
Yes, the onomatopoeia, kaplow. It certainly did make a sound. Could be a cool thing to do in a meta-type game? Absolutely. I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like zoom, zoom. Like the roar of that. Is that what an earthquake sounds like? Or is it more like zoom?
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか
来たのかな宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな
You gonna try to do a bad crackle sound? Well, because, like, with the sounds of the consonants, the zzz kind of vibrates on your teeth and your tongue, like zzz. And then the is your tongue on the hard palate behind the teeth, so it's like And then the M vibrates on your lips, so So it's zoom. This shot sums up all of Steins Gate. Taking a picture of that. I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? I caught the attention of a policeman trying to cordon off the scene. I tried to tell him about the stabbing of Makise Kurisu, but... No one got stabbed at Radikan, he annoyingly insists. What? How could he say that with such certainty? We were escorted up to UPX and released. What's UPX? A major office building in Akiba. Okay. There were people at UPX like usual. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I checked online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikan. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of hundreds of people from Akiba's street, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery?
そうか。そういうことか。これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということは。なんということだ。
Oh my god!
だが、俺の目はごまかせんぞ。いつか必ず奴らの所業を暴き、その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I'd take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
Do you have... Let's don't look at me. On the internet is an unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera. Oh, right, this is 2010. You're gonna see some, like, relics of 2010 internet.
コーラの方がよくね。
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
Do you guys think that it might be Dr. Pepper?
この知的飲料の良さがわからない奴は人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。うわ。
Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory. A top-secret development room restricted only to lab members. Personally, I'm not fond of this cheap curtain. I often dream of replacing it with an airlock. But our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. All of the windows here are weather-stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. Dr. Stein with his Dr. P. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for this lab, but there's no money for that. We are currently accepting donations.
ダル、計画は順調に推移しているか。
え、計画ってなんぞ？
I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. What's that? A cooking appliance which heats food by bombarding it with microwaves, originally called the Radarange. The microwave was invented when radar technician accidentally discovered that electromagnetic waves could warm food. Afterwards, research continued, and the consumer appliance version was launched in America in 1947. It emits the electromagnetic waves at a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. This is a special frequency known as ISM band, which is also used by wireless LAN devices. Consumer-grade output is around 500 to 1,000 watts, and commercial-grade output is around 1,500 to 2,000 watts. There you go, that's your lesson for today. Now you know how microwaves were invented and they work. Berenstein's Gate? You mean Berenstein's Gate. We've moved into the Berenstein's Gate universe. It's significantly larger than newer home ones.
計画は計画だ。8号機の挑戦以外に何があるというのか。
ああ、そのこと。いきなり計画とか言うから何事かと思った。
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半ほどになる。
We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. The series is basically the Mandela effect, basically.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。だから実質2年半じゃね？
Why were you reading the description of a microwave? It's completely irrelevant. I don't know. It definitely has absolutely nothing to do with what's going to be going on soon.
細かいことはどうでもいい。それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
それは無理。
Super irrelevant, isn't it? Absolutely. If it were an animal, it would be an irrelevant. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff. But no one knows what it means except us.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか？
いや、まだ。
So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious, futurish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. The ability to discover something valuable when looking for something else, the microwave oven was born through serendipity. So far, they total 8 in number. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ura Ura? Gadget number 4, Moad Snake. Gadget number 5, once again I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 8, the Sialoom Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. Anyway, our current problem is feature gadget number 8, the phone wave. Here, I'll give you a brief rundown. God damn it, where's future gadget? Oh shit, okay, it's actually named by the future gadget. So, number 7, Ghost in the Ball. Gadget created by arranging 12 6-inch CRT monitors in a sphere. The small CMOS cameras are installed in the gaps between the monitors, each connected to the monitor on the opposite side of the sphere. This attempt at practical optical camouflage is the greatest masterpiece among the completed future gadgets, but its sheer size makes it difficult to store. Its name is derived from the sci-fi manga Ghost in the Husk, which has an anime adaptation. Had the series done a set of objects referencing classic anime nowadays, Steins Gate would probably be one of them. Absolutely. Future gadget number 2, Bamboo Helicam. A CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image is rotating at high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. Name originates from the sci-fi manga 22 Emon. That's also just that's a drone. We have those now. The Bamboo Helicam was revolutionary. Future gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. The very first future gadget. a toy ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. You can change the channels by pointing at the TV and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is Channel Plus. No other buttons like volume are usable. To turn the TV on, you must manually flip the switch on the TV. Its name is a reference to the classic Japanese robot anime. You all probably know it. Mobile Jacket Gundam. Let's see, what else is there? Could this be Ora Ora? A lie detector based on thumb perspiration, though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector. You have to admit, it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventure. What else is there? Dori. Ghost in the Ball. Kun's Rule. Juju from Xenoblade? Absolutely. Juju's Bizarre Adventure is absolutely amazing. It follows the tale of Junathan. After that is Jusuf, and then Jutaro, and then Jusuke, then Giorno. Finally with Julene in the current run, followed by Juni and Jusuke 8. Let's see what else is there. Microwave, there we go, Moed Snake. Future Gadget number 4, an instant super humidifier. Uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters, though it can only be operated continuously for a few seconds. It looks like a Claymore landmine, which appeals to military otaku. Its name is a reference to the stealth action game, Metal Moa Solid Rising. That's interesting. This was 2010, so when was Metal Gear Solid Rising announced? Because it came out in 2013. Development. 2009 at GDC. Interesting. Micro devices, my dude. it was in development hell. Platinum Games took the reins. P. Nope. Any other? I don't think we have any other. Yeah. Okay, so number 8, the Phone Wave. Name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. Platinum managed to make some pretty solid games. Aruto Janaito. But I digress. The Phone Wave name subject to change is, in short, a remote-controlled microwave. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave name subject to change has a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or probably just ditzy Mayuri, had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put them in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Bear in mind, the frozen chicken had almost thawed by the time she placed it in the Phone Wave name subject to change. But when she removed it, it was frozen solid. Didn't even mean to make a play. Oh man, good job. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
マユ氏がやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし、バナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし、さっぱりわかんねえ。
マユリここにバナナを持て。
バナナ。
またゲルバナ作るの？
前から気になってたけどさ、マユ氏。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
ね。ゲルバナはゲルバナだもん。
That's true.
いいからキビキビ動け。
なんでいつも一房丸ごと入れるの？もったいないよ。
I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave name subject to change.
ケチケチしていては機関との戦いに勝利することなどできんぞ。
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシー
Oh,
は
that's actually kind of sad. I don't like bananas, but I can understand not being able to eat the food that you bought.
次からは一本ずつ使うことも検討しておこう。
Why not this time? The phone wave name subject to change is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave name subject to change. Why waste them all, right? Ring. The call connects in an instant.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave name subject
マ
to
ユシ
change.
ーの声聞こえてきた？
少し黙れ。マユシーガイダンスが聞こえなくなる。
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。例えば1分ならシャープ60。
Ah, yes, they put a Vocaloid into the microwave. Of course!
1分ならシャープ120です。
Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. That should do it. The method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. This scene, you can hear Mayuri stumble over the instructions as if she was reading a script. Aw, that's cute. The phone wave name subject to change comes to life.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って逆回転してるんだぜそれ。
何？逆回転？
This is some fantastic rotation animation, by the way.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない。上司の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題にあり。
Hund's rule is the rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron in the same spin before any are filled with a second, also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity.
規則を
あるわ。ねえよ。
ないか。
Banana animation wasn't in the anime? Interesting.
ないね。
It's so cool to find out what was and wasn't there, Peps. You're kind of doing the RDF thing where you're filling me in on what I'm missing out on. It's really cool. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave name subject to change had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
だるよ。このバナナ食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
Oops.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
This is just the Fairy Fountain music? You're just being thrown to the deep end? That's fair, but at least you're being thrown to the deep end at the beginning of the game.
味は関係ない。食べることに意味があるのだ。さあ、誰よ。遠慮することはない。骨は拾ってやるから思い切ってずずいと行くがいい。
いらね。
ではまゆり、お前にその名誉を譲ろう。
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
They are. Wait, she already tried one? This girl's jitsiness is truly on another level.
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
デロデロでブニュブニュか。誰よ、どう思う？
ブニュブニュバナナか。ブニュブニュのバナナ。マユシ、あなたのバナナブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
Oh, don't say that. Daru, don't do this.
あなたのバナナブニュブ。
言わせるな、手の額。
He gets the horny bonk. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. But we're going to do that next time. I already had some save data, but you don't have to worry about it. Anyways, thanks so much everyone for hanging out and starting Steins Gate. I'm really excited to get through it. I don't know what we'll get through. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to like 100% the game, but like, what we're going to do is, Psy, Congru. What we're going to do is when decisions come up, you, the chat, is going to make them. Because I already know what happens. But after we reach the first natural ending that the chat gets to, we'll go back and we'll decide whether we want to do it again or if we want to go for the true ending. Either way, because of the placement of games right now, we're going to be doing Steins Gate again on Wednesday at around the same time, so 4 p.m. Pacific. Then on Friday, the time is to be decided. I put it as 9:30 p.m., but we're going to be playing Pokemon on release day. Again, depending on when my rehearsals are, it might be at a different time, but do a few endings and see the true one. That's fair. But yeah, we'll be doing Pokemon Scarlet. I've got a poll to see who I play as. Currently, it's leaning in favor of playing as Arena. So we may have an Arenaverse playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet on our hands. This Saturday is going to be Ace Attorney, but next week I have one of my shows is at 8 p.m. on Saturday, so we won't be able to do the stream at that time. So I'm debating doing it on Sunday instead at the same time, or we do it earlier in the night. Either way, who am I sending you to? Let's see who's on right now. We got Sprig, who's playing some card games. I can send you over to Quincy's Tavern. Hadn't read Quincy in a while. Sprig has 18 viewers, Quincy has 106. Let's send you over to Kobold Sprig. For those of you who don't know, Kobold Sprig is a Kobold VTuber. They like to play card games, Deep Rock Galactic, D&D, a bunch of different stuff. Good night, Kolnick, and good night, Peps. And yeah, give Sprig a big old shark attack for me, and I'll catch you later. See ya!